Hello and welcome back to Space Engineers. My name is Rabenschild. In the last episode we tested the nanobots against the nanites. I repaired, or not repaired, but I brought the nanites back to speed with the upgrades or the modules here, but it seems not everything was able to be rebuilt. That's weird, and I don't like the sound I'm hearing here. So let us see what this could be. It should use the assemblers, large tubes, power cell. We will just try to build that and see if everything starts up then. Had a bit of talk in the comments. It was mainly about the... Oh, something is up. Am I missing iron? Then let us get in contact with the base and get some iron down here. That might be the right thing to do then. And a bit of talk in the comment section of this video. For one, we will go in a second and take a look at something that Epictetus told me. I'm not as proficient with the LCD mods, LCD script that he is, and he told me that there is a way to see individual basically machines on the grid where you can see what power they use, all that stuff. So he told me, moon base, I want to have the planetary base, quick dial. Are you dialing? Now you're dialing. Good thing. And I have set up an LCD to see how much energy they use. Zilch had more ideas how and what to test. And I have to say, I'm in a, let us say it that way, I'm in a survival world. So testing some of the stuff might not be too possible. Is it coming through? It could be that the graph cannon is not turned on. Okay, now it's coming through. Yeah, you can see that the graph cannon is not on. Or let us take a look. Why am I constantly pressing the wrong buttons? Playing other games do stuff there. Let me fix that. Is the graph... No, it's on. Okay, then we'll just let the stuff come through. The nanites try to catch all that stuff. Shouldn't be a problem. But oh man, the lag is real. Let me try to fix that. Sometimes it's the easiest and dumbest thing you have to take a look at. Sometimes it's just that I have turned off the assemblers and I just needed to turn them back on. It's yeah. It's fixed now, it should do things. But what I did in the meantime is I took a look at the Tim script, and Tim seems to have gotten an update, and now you can set up assemblers in Tim with an auto function so that the assemblers work like I have my setup on the station. So they should produce now everything that Tim wants to have when it comes to the the quotas, basically. At least that's what... Yeah, it seems that it does things there. So if that works, I could turn off the assembler use from the nanites, and it works then basically the same as with my station. So this could be neat. Then the nanites don't have to set this all up. If it just produces for the quota. And it seems that is happening. You can see that. One assembler is working on that, one assembler is working on that, and then it changes, works on 2. It seems that for explosives, there's stuff missing. So that's why it marks that. That's neat. Tim has cool new stuff, it seems. We can also set the refineries in the same way, and then the refineries take in just a little bit of stuff. So Tim worked before that. He pushed basically stuff to the refineries, and then took it out again, pushed something else in, and then took that out again. So he changed... The script changed the whole dynamic in the refinery constantly. And now he pushes in smaller amounts of ores, lets them finish, pushes in the next. So there's not this constant switching going on. That's neat. That's really, really neat. So, but we are now back at Tim's stuff, and maybe we wanted to take a look. By the way, the station was done pushing things through there. So I think I can turn this off again. Come on, turn it off. I'm always doing that from the base that has set up the connection, so I'm not sure if that's necessary, but we will keep that closed for now. Good. Okay, Tim is working and is updated. We have this script here, or this function in the LCD scripts now. Oh no, it's not now. I have it now. So there's a way that you can see power used, and we use that for the basically seeing the top 5, top 10 most things that use power. But what Epictetus told me is that there is a way to set it up individually. So you can just basically name, you can set up this power used, the squirrely whirly brackets, and then just the name of the block. I changed it so to make it easier. So the one up top is called nanites, and the build helper there is called nanobots. By the way, it's nanobots seems to not be the right word for it. Man, close this. Nanobots, it's called nanobots build something, but I renamed it nanobots now. That's more fitting, I think. So we can see now the power usage. Someone told me that the power usage of the nanites is so low. There seems to be a mess up with the power usage. I don't know why it doesn't name these things, but top one is the nanobots, bottom one is the nanites. So the nanites, there seems to be an error in the script that says it uses, when not active, just 1 kilowatt, but in reality it uses 100 kilowatts. So I'm not entirely sure, if the if the numbers are right there, if the LCDs mess up, or if it's a mess up of the nanites, it's still not very high. So the nanites, for the amount of things they give us, the power usage is, when they are just not active, very, very low. One thing we could take a look at, and this is a thing that still gets me. Why can't I see what here? Basically, build and repair system. That's how the stuff is called. Set up actions. It is still okay. Nanobots. They are both on at the moment. We will turn off the nanites, and I want to again take a look at the... Can I? It's so dumb that I can't see what is active there. Let me just place down a few blocks so the nanobots should get active. And now I want to see if something changes there. So they are already working. 2 kilowatts is what it shows me. Yeah, power usage wise. Zilch, basically. That's another commenter. And we talked about him a few minutes ago. Told me I should do more tests involving both of the systems and go more into depth with it. I should set up individual rigs with batteries and see how long does the nanites work, how long do the nanobots work, all that stuff. And then maybe have even see the ore usage basically of the nanites. So to produce one nanite factory, and then how many nanobots we can produce with all of that. You saw the numbers of components they use, and this is a survival world. I can't go into too much detail. Sorry to say that, but that's how it works. Setting up a test here is takes a lot of time, and I think personally it's not really worth doing it, because you can see the nanobots are still worked at, and basically they are not balanced. If they use 2 kilowatts wherever you have them, you could put nanobots in everything, because this is power that even the most basic solar panel can put out. And if they still work, then and you see nothing changed with the 2 kilowatts, and they worked. That's not feeling all too good at the moment. So maybe if we go into more detail, into deeper tests, we will wait until the nanobots are really set up. At the moment, they don't seem to work all too properly. No, they work pretty well, but again, the balance is off. It feels a bit wrong to work with the nanobots at the moment, because again, this 2 kilowatts for what they do, it's that's at least a bit more would be nice. But every world that gets started new should have the nanobots included, because they help you out for not a lot of resources and for not a lot of power. You could have a battery and then run them for ages. And again, this is power that the most basic solar panel can run. Good. Another thing I wanted to do today is I want to bring up the ship again into orbit. I wanted to work more on it down here. Uh, but yeah, it's easier to work on it in orbit, I found out, because you can just turn off the gravity generators and then float around with your jetpack here on the planet. Working on ships on planets is not nice. Yeah. I also had some comments about the entrance. That the laser is not positioned right. We would have to test that, but we can test that only on the green planet, on the alien planet. By the way, I found out that the alien planet has a higher gravity than the Earth-like planet. I thought it has a lower one. And that was that was wrong. So the thing is that it worked really, really well on this planet here. And why shouldn't it also work on the on the alien planet? The bit of gravity more shouldn't make a big problem for these thrusters. Yeah. That's neat. The quarters are... Okay, it stops at one point and doesn't bring up the quarters to the complete full level, so that should be okay. You can see there's an error in the explosives. It marks that. That's neat. And all the rest is done, basically. Nice. Nice. Now we could set up the... We could tear down the system on the station and get rid of all the power users there. That is a thing we should think about. Let me take a look if I have set up a system, a TIM system on the ship, because on the ship it would be nice to have two before we start. Let me remove this one here. I wanted to set up the test with the nanites and the nanobots on the ship, but then I thought maybe that's not the right way to do it with not all the resources I can get. Good, we will start. I will take a look if I have TIM set up on this ship. Then we start off into orbit again. It's easier to work on the ship there. We can also test the airlock then. Maybe... Yeah, that's what we will do. Start, test the airlock, and then I can do more work on the ship in orbit. Make it brighter, set up the... Yeah, I wanted to remove the atmospherics. Some people said in the comments I should keep the hydrogen thrusters. That's... I think that's a given thing. I think that's really a thing we will do. Keeping at least 1, 2... I say we keep 3 or so, just to give the modular thrusters a bit more boost if necessary. Good. Let me take a look if we have a programmable. We have we have TIM on the new programmable block. Good. That's a thing. Let us edit this, browse the workshop, set up the new script, check the code. Check the code. Check it. Thanks. And then we remember and exit. Good. That should get run now. And we also want to set up the assembler. This is not nice. I still have the problem that for some reason sometimes this whole it just stops to work when I'm in the menus. Good. Did you see that, by the way? This is the thing. The auto thing is what you set up when you want to have the assembler run on automatic. Good. Let me unlock this. Oh no. Unlock. Okay, we can start with the modular thrusters. So it shouldn't be a big problem to even start from the alien planet. It's not too fast. And maybe we give it a bit more. So what we could do is set up a few more of the modular thrusters, just set up in a way that they fire straight down. That's a thing we will do, I think. Okay, let me get into orbit. And then we test the... if I turn off the atmospherics, will it still work then? Not too sure. Let me get into orbit. For some reason, the thrusters produce thrust, although they shouldn't. So I've set it up. I've set the dampeners to on, and now the speed is 4.0 meters per second, and we are going up. It seems that there's still problems with ships getting unlocked in gravity from basically the ground, getting unlocked from the ground, and then they just float up or something like that. I don't know. Let me get really into orbit now. Good, we are in orbit, and the lens flare is real. Wow, this is... Some people call it the feature that is completely uncalled for, and I can just say, yeah, they are right. It looks nice, but I think we need other things than lens flares. I don't know how they thought that. I don't know. It looks great. It's a bit too bright, but yeah, we can live with it. Good. Let us go to the airlock and test it out. Then we have done that too. That's a thing we wanted to do anyways. So I hope it works as intended, and then I can finally, hopefully work more on that ship to get everything done. It's getting me a bit, this ship. I don't know why, but I want to finish it, work more on it and all that stuff. And for some reason, it always, don't know, evades me doing that. Good, let us open up the... Okay, that should be normal, because this part here is not filled with air, and I will have to change that. But we should have oxygen in here now. We already saw that it is airtight, because otherwise we would have run out of air here anyway. So this part works. Now we could open this. Oxygen none. Very, very good. Okay, that's good to see. This stuff works. We can use that on the planet. A thing we should do maybe is fit a system that provides us with more air in here. Problem is, there's hydrogen thrusters in the way. If I remove some of them anyways, maybe I can remove these, and then We should have enough space for it. Could be worth doing. Could be worth doing. Okay. Let me get back into it. But for now, I think we end the episode here. And do some more work on this ship in the... Do we have artificial? We have artificial gravity. So it always turns my jetpack back on when this happens. Okay. I think we will end it here. Do some more work over the week so that we maybe can start next week to the alien planet. I want to go there now and finally, yeah, take a look at that planet too. Good. People, I think that's all for today. I hope you liked the episode, although it was a bit all over the... yeah, kind of all over. And yeah, thank you for watching. Hope to see you in the next episode. See ya, guys.